Hey ladies, welcome to the club. This class is a beginner-friendly Pilates-inspired class focusing just on your core. It's a very quick one. This is a shorter format of some of my longer classes that you can find inside the Sweat at Home Club app. So if you like this one, be sure to leave a comment and check out the link to the app where you can find a 30-day free trial to my subscription of unlimited workouts ranging from short ones to moderate to long ones. So let's roll our mat and let's begin. Now this class uses no equipment, but of course you can add some ankle weights, like 1 to 2 pounds would be suggested if you want to elevate this class if you are not a beginner, but if you're a beginner, I would definitely say no ankle weights. We're gonna start today on all fours, coming into some cat-cows to just find a connection with your breath here. So hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips. Fold your mat up for your knees if you need the support. Let's bend the elbows a little bit. Take a deep breath. Inhale, let's gaze our eyes up. Drop the belly. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, tucking your chin, straightening those arms, rounding your back, pulling your belly button all the way into your spine. Let's do it again. Deep breath. Inhale. So these spinal articulations just help our body prepare for the movement ahead, and it also connects our breath with our body, especially finding that connection to your deep core. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale, drop the belly, relax, gaze looks up. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your back. Get nice and long through those arms, tucking your chin, rounding. Let's do 2 more. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, tuck and round. Good, try to push the floor away from you with those hands. Let's do it again. Last one, inhale, look up. Exhale. Good, now let's make big circles with the hips. Circle the hips all the way from one side to the other, like you're drawing an oval with your hips. We're gonna stay in the same direction for 2 more. Good, and we're gonna switch sides. Keep those arms nice and long. Inhaling as you go back, and exhaling to pull through center. Let's do 2 more. Good, last one. Beautiful. Now I want you to slide the knees back a little bit. Draw your shoulders down your back, so bend the elbows, draw the shoulders down your back, and let the belly just fall towards the floor. And let's look over your right shoulder. So looking over your right shoulder as much as you can, don't force it. Let the belly fall. So you have another deep breath, come to the center, and then exhale, come to the other side. Look over the left shoulder. Good, let's do it again. Come through the center. Look in one direction over your shoulder. And on your next exhale, come back through the middle and then look the other way. Good. Sit your hips all the way back into child's pose. So open up those knees a little bit. Stretch through those fingertips all the way forward. Take a deep breath. Inhale, fill your ribs. Exhale, float forward. Beautiful. So we're going to begin in a Superman. So lay on your belly. The arms are going to extend long ahead of you. And on the inhale, we're going to take a big breath through your nose and lift your body off the floor. It doesn't have to lift too much, but I want you to keep your gaze forward. Eyes are forward, fingertips extending nice and long. Toes are pointed, legs are squeezing those glutes, and then let's exhale, relax. Drop your head to the floor. You can look from one side to the other when you relax, or you could just drop the forehead to the mat. But when you're lifting the body off the floor, I want you to keep those eyes forward. So take a deep breath, inhale, and lift all the way up. Toes are pointed, again, legs are long, squeeze those glutes, lift everything a little bit higher. And drop down and relax. Good, so when you're relaxing, everything, including So when you drop down to relax, make sure every muscle in your body is relaxed. And then when you take that lift up, you're squeezing every muscle to lift. So take a deep breath again and lift your body off the floor. A little bit higher. And lower down. Good. We're going to do 2 more like that. Deep breath. And lift. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Lower. Good. This is strengthening the back side of your body, also connected to your core. And last one, take a deep breath in. Let's hold this one a little bit longer for me. Hold it. Now you can either drop down, or if you want, let's just add a little swim with the arms and the legs. Good. Keep your eyes forward. Drawing the shoulders down your back. Lengthen through your fingertips like I'm right up in front of you and you're trying to reach for me. Lengthen through those legs from your toes all the way up to those hips. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, lift higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax down and gently press all the way up back into a child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. So it's very important when we strengthen your core that we hit it from all directions. So now we're going to come onto our backs. We're not going to hit every single one today, but that is definitely a major focus point, is getting the back side of your body and that core connected. So we're going to lower all the way back here, feet planted on the floor, knees bent. And now let's just come into a few bridges here with spinal articulations. So you can have your hands either by your side, making a T, or arms up. It's a little bit more challenging. But regardless, I want you to first find neutral pelvis, which is a natural arch under your lower back and under your neck. Then we're gonna tuck the pelvis to get rid of that arch in the pelvis, right? So you're gonna tuck it, imprint the spine, and then slowly peel your hips off the floor. So then your lower back, your middle back, and then the upper back lifts up, and then lower down 1 vertebra at a time. So upper back, middle back, lower back, and then find neutral pelvis again. So tuck it first, imprint the spine, then peel your lower, middle, upper back up. It's very important you take these really slow. I don't care how advanced you are, if you are advanced or not. Taking these slow so you're not thrusting the hips and you're finding a deeper connection with your core here. Check out your placement of your feet. Make sure they're planted on the mat with all 4 corners of your feet pushing into the ground. The glutes are going to squeeze up, and then they're also going to release last. So on the way down, when you're finding that neutral pelvis, your glutes are released, and then you're turning them on that pelvic tuck and lift. Squeeze them, lift nice and high, coming onto those shoulder blades. Again, you can have your hands to the mat or they're up. And then we're going to roll it down, articulating 1 vertebra at a time. Check out your airway. You want to make sure your chin is away from your chest so your gaze is up towards the ceiling. Collarbone is open and long, lower down. We're going to do 1 more. And lower all the way down. Good. So now we're going to find an imprinted spine. So tucking the pelvis, just like right before we were coming into that bridge in the spinal articulation. So you're having no space in between your lower back and the mat here. Feet planted on the floor for now. Fingertips are coming behind your head. We're not crunching. We're not doing a sit-up. We're going to do a chest lift. So think about your chest staying nice and open. Fingertips are wide. You're going to keep that lower back pushing into the mat and lift with your chest to rise up off the floor with your shoulders, and then lower 1 vertebrae at a time. Lift up, head, shoulders, upper back, and then lower down 1 vertebra at a time. Keeping that braced core here, right? So you're still imprinting that lower back into the mat. You're still having that airway open with the chin off of your chest, and you're exhaling on each lift. So inhale, and then exhale to lift, Inhale as you roll it down. Think about rolling and lifting one vertebra at a time. So kind of like what we just did, but reversed, right? We first lifted the lower back and now we're lifting the shoulders and the upper back and the head. Good. So it's very important you're not pulling the neck here. Very big difference. To pull the neck, you're only going to injure yourself and you're not hitting your core at all when you do that. So lift off the mat. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just lift enough where you can feel those upper abs contract, and then lower, still pushing that lower back into the mat with an imprinted spine. Good. Now we're going to hold it up and now come up an inch, down an inch. So with every lift, you're going to take a little exhale through the mouth. So you're lifting, lowering, lifting, lowering. So you're getting higher and then dropping an inch. Higher, drop an inch. Take an exhale with each one. You've got 3, 2, should be burning. Last one. Lower slowly back to the mat. Great job. So now we're going to add on a little bit. If whatever we're adding doesn't feel good for you, you can just stay with those chest lifts like we just did. So now we're going to lift up, exhale, march in the right knee, and I'll drop the knee, drop the head, lower down. Lift your chest up, march the left knee in, keeping the knee bent. You're lifting and lowering kind of from those hips and down. So you're not lifting and kicking the knees here, right? The knees aren't moving at all, actually, right? So you're lifting and lowering, keeping that lower back pressing into the mat. You're just alternating marches and then drop. Beautiful. So we're gonna do 2 more. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, march. Exhale, drop. Good. Last time. Then we add on. Again, if what we're adding doesn't feel good, stay with the layer right before it. And lower. Now we're going to pick it up. March the right knee in. Extend your leg long. Point the toe. Lift it. Lower it. Bring the foot in. Back to tabletop. And then lower down. Drop the head. Do that again, other side. So we're going to lift. March the left knee in. Extend the leg straight out so that it's in line with the other knee. Lift the leg point to toe. Drop it back down so the legs are in alignment. Bend the knee back and then drop. Whew. So we're going to lift, point the toe, draw the knee in, extend it long. Keep pushing that lower back into the mat. Straighten out the leg, lift it up, down, back to tabletop, and lower the foot, lower the head. Let's go lift. Draw the left knee in, extend it long, keep pressing your lower back into the mat. I'm going to repeat it because I really want you to visualize it the entire time. It's easy to lose it, especially when there's so much to think about. When you're lifting that chest, try to imagine your ribs kind of meeting your hips. I know it's impossible, but if you visualize it, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to kind of get that connection. So you're kind of knitting the ribs together. I know I hate using some terminology sometimes, but it's really exactly how it sounds. You're pulling those ribs in and you're trying to meet those ribs to the hips and lower. We're going to do 2 more. Up, knee in, extend the leg, point the toe. You're not pulling the neck, so open up those elbows. Fingertips gently behind your head. Last time, draw the knee in, extend, point it up, down, draw it back in, and lower. Beautiful job. Let's extend the legs, extend the arms. That is it for today. Take a deep breath, inhale, reach those fingers up, reach those legs long, roll those wrists around, roll the ankles around. Good. Hug your knees in and gently rock your hips from side to side. Rock your body side to side. Good. Now just hug the right knee in, extend your left leg. Drop the knee over to the left. Keep your shoulders on the mat and look over to your right. So keep the shoulders on the mat. Just come into a gentle twist here. Good, great work today. Bring the knee back in, extend the other side, switch.